is we're living in this state, and the problem is the more you live with stress, our brains are amazing. We can rewire our brains. So neuroplasticity is absolutely fantastic. We can create these new neural pathways. The more we practice something, the more we strengthen those neural pathways. So at the moment, we're strengthening stress, and so there's neural pathways that put us into this, they fire our sympathetic nervous system, and they have these negative impacts on our health. We're practicing that. But we're not practicing it every day. We're practicing it multiple times a day. How many times do you check your social media and you see somebody going, oh my God, what's happening over in New South Wales at the moment? And it's all the time. So like any other repetitive experiences, long-term stress, it rewires the brain. It leaves us more vulnerable to fear and anxiety, depression, and more stress. So it's this ultimate vicious cycle. Now, I cannot spell and I cannot draw. I'm just prefacing it with this because I'm going to draw something on here. So I think of neural pathways, I create little pictures in my brain about how different things work. So I think of neural pathways as tunnels. Now we can make whatever tunnels we want in our brain. I'm going to draw my tunnels over here and I'm going to leave them here. So at the moment, we've got a tunnel for self-care and positivity. We've got a tunnel for stress. Now, we've got some people who are on 7, you're doing really well. We've got some people who are on 23. Thank you very much. It would be very embarrassing if my belly pushes that over. So this tunnel here is getting lots of exposure. It's getting lots of attention. And then we've got another tunnel that's over here for something else, whatever. Now what happens, the more we focus on this tunnel, the more we practice being stressed, the more we practice being anxious, the more attractive this tunnel looks. And the choices, so we start going, I'm going to go down that tunnel because this is where I'm used to being. So this tunnel starts going, it's gone from being kind of small and kind of dark and kind of, to all of a sudden this tunnel has got an amazing chandelier. That looks inappropriate. Let's imagine that looked like a chandelier. You know, we've got beautiful carpet and we've got a mirror on the wall. Who doesn't want to go down this tunnel? This looks amazing. So when I'm faced with anything, I'm going down here because this is what I've been practicing, but this looks really good. I'm used to doing this one. And these ones, they could be okay, but I'm not practicing that, so I'm not really sure, but I know this one. So we're gonna go down here. Because I'm going down here, I've now lit a little torch here as well. So I've made this even brighter. And so all the time, the more we're practicing stress and the more we're practicing anxiety, and the better this tunnel looks. So what we're hoping to do today is to actually start getting rid of the light. And we're going to start looking at some of the other tunnels and seeing whether or not we can go, well, actually, if we're choosing self-care, maybe small acts of self-care, maybe we can light a tea light candle in this one. Maybe we can start by, we don't have to, I think this is probably something that's really important as well, and I will get to at the end. I've just stood on blue tape. I'm doing well. So one thing I'd like to point out is that perfectionism isn't required. I'm doing my best to illustrate that tonight. But, we don't have to do everything all at once. So we don't have to go in and we don't have to rip down the walls of this tunnel, and we don't have to put in marble flooring and amazing wall tiles and mirrors and whatever. We can do it small steps at a time. So we can light tea light candles and we can light those different tunnels and we can start strengthening those different neural pathways.